Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the bold and the beautiful edition. All right, guys, let's jump right into this. First of all, we see Finn and I'm sorry. Today is Thursday, July 27, 2023. Y'all can tell me what you think it was on a scale of 1 to 10. We see Finn and Lee. He's updating her on Sheila, and she is outraged, of course, because she said, "Oh my gosh, how could a judge do this? She shot you. She shot Steffi." He said, "Well, Bill didn't obtain the information that they needed to put her away legally." And she said, "Well, what about you and Steffi going to the police?" He said, "The DA dropped the charges, so unless they find something new, yeah, she's not going to prison." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, she needs to be in prison." You see that, right, Finn? You see that? And Finn just he conflicted, child. He don't know what he gonna do. But then I wonder if they're playing us. Because Finn all of a sudden is like, "I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to keep my family safe." So I wonder if they're playing us by making us think that he's conflicted on his feelings for Sheila when actually he's pulling a Bill. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. But that's pretty much it with those two. She's just trying to get it in Finn's head that you I don't care if that is your birth mother, you gotta keep her away. So then we moving right along. We see, oh my gosh, y'all. We see Liam and Steffi. So she doesn't believe it. She's like, no, there's no way Finn was embracing his mother. And so of course Liam wasted no time pulling out that video and showing her, and he was like, I didn't want to believe it either. And I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, but I have the proof and this is it. And Steffi was like, there has to be an explanation. He said, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course there has to be an explanation. But Steffi, you got to put your foot down. You got to ask Finn exactly what is he doing embracing Sheila, because the video, like, he didn't push her away. He didn't do all this. I can't stand Liam about this point, because I'm like, sir, your marriage over there ended and all that. And it's because it is. You don't know how to let stuff go. All you had to do was tell Steffi what you saw and you could have left. But now it's all, I love Kelly, and and I care about you too. And then he said, but I mean, we're not together, but I always love you, and that's the problem. But anyways, he said, I always love you. And it's even Hayes too. I said, so what you want to do? He was like, Finn can't protect you with his mixed feelings about Sheila. And I'm like, so what do you expect Steffi to do? Like, what you want to do right here? And so he's then like, he can't protect you, and you need to get to the bottom of this, Steffi. You can't bury your head in the sand. And I said, now anybody who knows Steffi knows she was not gonna bury her head in the sand on this. She was gonna confront that man. Like, that's not even a question. She was gonna confront him about that. But Liam is really pushing. I think he wants something to happen to their marriage so he can step right on in. Y'all better not break up Steffi and Finn. I'm sorry. I don't, and Steffi is not even my favorite person, and Finn kind of get on my nerves too sometimes. But I like them together as a couple. They're not boring. Like, I can watch scenes that they're in. Please don't let her go back to Liam. But anyways, y'all, let's move on. So then we go over here with Deacon and my girl Sheila. She rides again. So she goes over here and she's talking to Deacon, and he's like, "Girl, what you doing here?" I said, "Brooke didn't tell y'all Sheila was free." He said, "What are you doing here? Did you escape?" She said, "No." And he said, "What happened? Mike helped you get out?" And she said, "No, I'm free." He said, "What you talking about?" So then she lets him know about what the judge did. He was like, "Oh my gosh. So you're really free?" And she was like, "Yes." And then he started talking about, they talk about Bill and Ridge. And he said, "Well, they haven't told the secret about me being with you yet anyway. So I don't think they'll tell." And I said, honestly, the only person you care about knowing is Hope. Is she over there with Thomas? She can't judge you. She cannot judge. Now Brooke might have something to say, but she got her own thing going on there with Flip Flop and Ridge too. So nobody can judge you. Y'all be together and be happy. You know you want you some Sheila, so stop playing Deacon. And anyways, they're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna end up doing, but they're gonna be together. Even if it's in secret. Moving right along. Child, we go over here to y'all favorite Hope. This girl, she's in the conference room with Ridge. I mean, with Brooke, right? And Ridge comes in. He was like, y'all, You rang for me? And they said, yeah, Hope wanted to tell him that, she and Liam got a divorce. And he was like, I know y'all going through something, but y'all could work it out. She said, actually, we got a divorce. He said, he gave you divorce papers? And she said, no, it was actually me. He said, is this because you slept with my son? And she was like, Mom, well, hell, you be telling everything. Why your mama couldn't tell her husband? You tell everything and you be throwing your mama under the bus. That's how her friendship ended with Taylor, because you wouldn't be honest about your feelings with Thomas. It is. That's how it ended. But anyways, so that friendship that never was, child. But anyways, moving right along. Ridge asked the question that I've been saying this whole time, and y'all been telling me in my comments. Hope is gonna tell. Hope is gonna say how she feels about Thomas. She really cares about Thomas, and I've been telling y'all, no, she don't. She don't care about Thomas. And then Ridge asked her, so what is it? What do you feel about my son? And she says, I get that's your son and you want to know how I feel. We make a great team collaborating on designs. We're parents. We make great co-parents because of Douglas. And Thomas is, I it's all new. And Ridge was me. What the hell is you trying to say? Because I don't understand what you saying. What that didn't say what you feel about Thomas. And I said, thank you, Ridge. Pinpoint this girl. Pinpoint this girl down and make her answer this question. And you know what she did? Well, you care. He said, he said, I need to know how you feel because I need to know about, I care about my son. She said, you care about your children, including Steffi. He said, yeah, of course I care about Steffi. And I said, where Hope trying to go with this? And then she said, Mom, did you tell him the role Steffi played? I said, bitch, no. I mean, girl, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. This she talking about Steffi played a role in it. I said, oh, we deflecting like this? We're gonna deflect this hard, Hope? And so Brooke says she feels like Steffi played a role because Liam wants to go back to Steffi. She said yes, because there's always been someone in our relationship. So she trying to blame it on Steffi. Steffi didn't play a role in the end of your marriage. You did. This is what I can't stand about Hope. She takes no accountability. And then on top of that, to really get Ridge to hush, she said, I don't want to be with someone whose attention is divided. So that was another blow at Ridge to be like, see, you always had your attention between my mom and Taylor. So this was just to get him to shut up. Because at the end of the day, she didn't answer the question. She still didn't answer the question. Because she does not feel the way she's supposed to feel about Thomas. She is only using him. And that's the bottom line of all this. And I hate that Ridge. If I were to Ridge, I would be like, okay, I see that, but that still doesn't answer my question. How do you feel about my son? Because that's the question that you keep tap dancing around, running circles, running in circles around that question. You blaming everybody. You don't blame Steffi. You don't blame Liam for flip flopping. You trying to throw it off on Ridge to make him guilty for how he treated your mom and everything. You and try to blame Brooke about having taste for the bad boys and all that, but you don't blame everybody but yourself. Because she said, initially I wanted to fight for our marriage, but what? But I fell in love with Thomas, but I have these feelings for Thomas. She won't even acknowledge. She don't even want people to know she slept with the boy. Come on now. Come on now. That's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for the final episode of the week of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.